In this video, I'm going to be sharing our most recent trip to Baños, Ecuador, also known as the adventure capital. Now, there are a lot of adventurous and high adrenaline activities you can do from Baños.
Awesome!
But those high adrenaline activities really wasn't our focus for this trip. If you've been following our channel, you know how much I love waterfalls and well...
Oh, look at these rapids, wow!
Don't look over that edge.
Baños did not let me down. Getting to Baños from Cuenca is pretty easy. We ended up taking the bus from Terminal Terrestre. The hardest part was knowing where to go in the bus station to get tickets, but after a few questions and some wrong turns later, we made it to the ticket counter. So if you're wanting to do the same thing we did, let me map you out where you need to go to get your tickets. When you enter Terminal Terrestre through the main entrance, you're going to want to walk left past the information desk. Here, you're going to turn left down the hallway and then make a little jog to the right. You'll see a pharmacy on the left, and just past the pharmacy is Amazona's ticket booth. Luckily, Jay and I went early in the morning because there are only 2 departure times for Baños, and the one-way ticket cost $11.60 per person. The bus was very comfortable with reclining seats, USB plug-ins, and onboard movies. It did take several hours, but the Andean countryside was absolutely beautiful. Rolling green hills, distant mountains, and those classic Ecuadorian views, it made the time fly by. It felt like we were on the milk run, stopping through every small town along the way. The bus did stop for lunch as well. We finally made it to Baños around 4:30, and we didn't have any accommodations booked, but we did find a hostel with a private bathroom, plenty comfortable for 2 nights. We also found a great place for dinner and then just roamed around the town. The next day was a moody one with low-lying clouds and a little bit of rain. We arranged a tour through our hostel for a reasonable $5 per person. We made our way to our transportation for the day, which was an open-air bus. We all loaded in and we were off. We drove past a pretty impressive dam, a significant hydroelectric facility that harnesses the power of Pastaza River. We drove through some tunnels, under waterfalls, all while hugging the edge of a mountain just to get to our first stop.
So first stop is the adventure park, and each thing that you want to do here costs a little bit extra. So there's a suspension bridge, there's like this ladder that runs in like a horizontal. There's also people doing ziplining. So there's all kinds of things that you can do here if you want to pay the additional fee. It is a little bit drizzly today, but the views here and the hills and mountains are beautiful.
So yeah, if you're looking to do more activities, just pause the video here to see the activities and the prices per person. After everyone was done at the adventure park, we hopped back on the bus and headed to our second stop of the day. Our second stop was a place you could do a cable car ride, which was $5 USD per person. Then we stopped at a candy shop just down the street. These locally made candies and chocolates can be found all throughout Baños. We had one last tunnel dance party before heading to our final stop, which was our main interest of the tour, the Devil's Cauldron.
It's raining.
We come prepared though, right?
Well, yeah, we brought these because we knew we were going down behind the waterfall. But Lucky us, we get to use them early.
Yeah. It's a very moody day in Baños.
We made our way through the little shops before heading to the trail to get to the waterfall. Little did we know how steep the trail actually was to get down to the waterfall, and how we'd have to hike back up it once we were finished. So keep that in mind if you're planning to come to the Devil's Cauldron. We made it to the entrance, which was an extra $3 per person to get in, and it's $2 for kids.
Cool. You can barely see us.
Yeah, that's a lot of water, man.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Look at the spray.
We're down there. How awesome is this? How awesome! To duck crawl through this because it's so low. How crazy! So I was up there, way up there, and now we're going down here. Holy. Wow. Woohoo!
guess it doesn't matter if it's raining today.
No, it does not. Can you see me? Can you see me now? Holy.
Location.
Yeah, there's a restaurant right over there. So cool. Look at these rapids. Wow. Woo! Unbelievable. Oh goodness. Trying to keep the lens clean is impossible.
Don't look over that edge.
Now we gotta go back up. Cool of an experience. It is so loud here. I don't even know if you guys are able to hear me. But the sound of the water and this bridge is so cool. With the water right beside it. Awesome. We made it back. That was quite the hike back up, for sure.
One thing to keep in mind if you're looking to do the waterfall and don't really have any interest in doing the other things on the tour, it's easy enough to take a taxi straight to the waterfall, or you could rent a 4x4 for the day for $60. Whatever you choose, you'll have enough time to spend all the time you want exploring around the waterfall.
Well, we made it back to town after the waterfall. The waterfall was awesome.
It was quite a waterfall.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a hike. It's luckily it's not really a long hike back up the hill, but it's pretty steep, eh? I was
It
kind of
is,
surprised.
yeah.
I was like, wow. You want to have decent footwear on.
Yeah. This little town is so cute. They have so many restaurants here. You could probably stay here about a month and not try the same restaurant.
There is a ton of restaurants. Admittedly, it seems like some of them are a little pricier.
Yeah.
They definitely seem like they're more tourist
touristy,
based.
yeah.
But I mean, obviously, it's a tourist destination.
Yeah.
Even local tourism. It's not just,
Yep, for sure.
foreign tourism.
Yeah. But they have lots of thermal pools here that you can go and swim at. They look pretty neat. Lots of pools, just in pools in general, water slides and parks
Water slides.
and stuff.
A little chilly for a water slide right now. This time of year.
Lots of street art all around. It's pretty cute. Yeah.
It's a very, very commercially developed town.
Yes.
There's a lot of little shops. Like Val said, restaurants and coffee shops. And the closer we get to the thermal pools, the more bathing suit shops we see.
Yes.
So if you didn't bring a bathing suit, no problem. You can
Exactly.
get one starting at about $5.
Exactly.
Guess if you're looking for a little higher class vacation or a couple days away, you can stay at the Sangay Spa Hotel right across the street from the waterfall.
Jay and I have just been walking around and we come across this hostel, and I think this is the hostel we would stay at if we come back here. It's just down from the waterfall. You're not in the center of the town where it's loud and there's lots of loud music happening early in the morning. It's nice and quiet out here. I kind of like it. This is a very cute building.
It's super quiet. Yeah, it looks very cute. I'm sure you'd love it there.
Mm-hmm. These are kind of neat too. These barrel hostels here.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
Looks like there's a rooftop up there as well.
How fun.
The rest of our time in Baños we spent walking around the town. It is a pretty touristy little town packed with hostels, restaurants, and shops, all nestled right in the mountains. The weather was moody with clouds and some rain, but it actually added to the vibe. No adrenaline rushes for us this time, but sometimes the best adventures are just the quiet ones. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.